Where do I even begin? Hey guys, welcome back to Mental Health Monday. I guess I wanted to do an upload that's not really kind of, well, it has a message, it has some advice to it, but I wanted to do a little informal sit down with you because I haven't uploaded, is it the last 2 Mental Health Mondays? I'm not even sure. I haven't really been keeping track. I've basically been on a little bit of a social media detox. Now and again it just gets a little bit too much for me, so I feel like I need to take myself away from it, which is what's happened over the past week or so. So I've missed uploads and I felt guilty. However, it has been so good for me to take a break. Not a lot had really happened in my like I say time off because like I've still been checking my emails and stuff. However, I did delete like all of my social media apps, so I haven't been like posting on Instagram. It's been pretty uneventful until this weekend. So I've basically just tried to take the pressure off work because I felt like I was kind of drowning a little bit and starting to get overly anxious and depressed, and it's difficult for me because I feel like I'm a little bit better now. I was like getting better and then something happened this weekend and now I'm kind of in this really weird mindset now. I feel quite disassociated and it's so difficult with me. I never know, like, because my moods change all the time, I don't really know if I'm okay. Does that make sense? I don't actually know if I'm okay because I think I am, but then like stuff happens that tells me that I'm not. Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's start from the beginning. So I had my week off. I wanted to do nothing in my week, but then I felt too guilty that I was just laying around watching Netflix. So I decided to do some of the things that I'd wanted to do for ages, like have a clear out of my clothes and list it all on eBay. So I've done that. I've like got various things fixed, like my car and my boiler, that have, you know, like boring jobs that have needed doing, which is annoying because I kind of just wanted to have a week off, but life happens and, you know, things always need fixing. So I've done all that, so I felt like productive, and I've still done like a little bit of work on the side. I've been reading and I've been watching motivational speeches on YouTube, and I've been just cuddling this one. Just, yeah, a lot of self-care, a lot of face masks and stuff. I'm really trying to implement the techniques that I've learned in therapy in my life, because the thing is, like, even though I took the week off work, my mind still found things to be anxious about. It is crazy. Like, literally, if I lived on a desert island with people that brought me anything that I needed, I didn't need to work, I didn't need to do anything, I just lived my life and was able to go and do whatever I wanted, I would still find something to be anxious about. Like, and that's what I've learned, that it's not about where I am, where I'm living. No matter where I am, I'm gonna find something to be anxious about. I've just found it difficult this week because my brain at night just goes crazy, and like I've caught up on sleep, but that's like me going to bed at 2 AM and sleeping until 12, and then I still feel guilty when I wake up. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. And then, yeah, like I said, this weekend is what I wanted to speak to you about. So I hadn't really left the house much except to walk Lola all week, and then I'd agreed to go to like a family friend's party, a 50th, on Saturday. So me and Sam's family and a load of Sam's family friends got in a minibus to go to this party. This was on Saturday evening at around 7 p.m. and so Sam lives in New Forest, so we were going along some really windy New Forest roads, and there was all I remember is that there was lights. I just saw these lights and then I felt a massive crash. So basically what happened is I think the driver was Polish, and he was driving a left-hand drive car. He was in the wrong side of the road and we basically had a head-on collision with him and his van. Now obviously, as you can see, like, I'm okay, and I think I'm okay mentally. Like, I think I still need time to process it because I haven't cried about it yet. I'm okay. Everyone in the minibus was okay. Like, luckily I had my seatbelt on. A lot of people had things like whiplash. There were like busted lip, like Sam split his lip open and it was all bleeding. People like bumped their heads and had like huge massive gashes on their heads. Black eyes, like people hurting their backs. Sam's mum even like bruised her boob. so random, I shouldn't laugh about it. Anyway, so we crashed into this van and thank goodness everyone was okay. Like, I don't know how we all got out of that situation like okay. Like, you know, there were injuries but there was no serious injuries. I'm just so thankful that I put my seatbelt on, because I got in and the seatbelt wasn't like going in and I was just kind of almost ready to be like, whatever, it's like a 10-minute journey down the road, it doesn't matter. If I hadn't worn my seatbelt, I was in the seat that so it's like a seat with a load of space and then the door, so like where people like kind of come out to get out of the minibus. If I hadn't had my seatbelt on, I would have gone flying and I would not be here talking to you today from my house. And the weird thing is that 2 people like dropped out last minute, which meant that there was no one sat in the front next to the driver. So basically the side that was smashed up a lot was the side that I was sat on, like in front of me, next to the driver. If there were people there, they would not have their legs. Like, it was bad. But because the other driver was a left-hand driver and he was on the other side, he wasn't seriously injured. So I mean, I don't know. But after it happened, there was a smell of leaking petrol and everyone was kind of panicking that there was, you know, it was going to explode. Everyone was like, we need to get out of the van. So I literally like climbed over the driver's seat and got out. And then of course it's like a dark country road and cars in the New Forest, they just have no respect for the speed limit and people just, you know, zoom along these country roads. This is why crashes happen. So then it was like, are we going to get hit by cars? We had to like go like in the mud on the side of the road, and the police came pretty quickly. Everyone was like a little bit in shock, and I just, yeah, it was hard because like I needed comforting, but then so did everyone else. So it's like I wanted Sam to comfort me, but he also needed comforting too because he was more injured than I was. So it was just not nice. And so in the end, everyone wanted to still go to the party. So a different minibus, it was actually the minibus driver's dad, came to pick us up and took us to the party. But I felt like I was gonna burst out into tears, but I managed to like hold it together for the whole party. And I thought, I can either drink a glass of wine and then just stick to water, or I can like fully go drunk and just forget about it. And sensible Maddie decided I just wasn't up for like drinking that much. A lot of people at the party did get very, very drunk. Like, fair enough to kind of numb what had just happened. But we were only at the party for a few hours, and then we came home and just like watched a film in bed. And then like I've been at Sam's house since then, kind of in a daze. Like yesterday was, yeah, just a bit weird. Like I just still can't really believe that that happened, and especially not being with my family as well. Like I messaged them and they know that I'm okay. But yeah, so that was my weekend. I'm okay. I'm thankful. I'm not quite, like, obviously I'm so thankful that I'm all right, but I'm still a little bit in shock, and I think my brain is gone into a bit of disassociation, which is what it does when something like an event happens. It just withdraws. So that's what I'm left with now. But luckily, like, I've had other traumas in the past, so I know kind of some things to do. I was a little bit scared to drive last night because it was kind of windy and rainy, so I waited to drive home from Sam's until this morning, and I was fine, like, driving. Like, it hasn't affected me in that way. Yeah, I'm just thankful that I'm okay, that everyone else is okay. Yeah, and I don't really know what the message of this is, but basically I just wanted to say that if you need a break, take a break. You're allowed. It's so important to give your body a break. I want to go back to my normal upload schedule, but I'm not sure if I'll get my Thursday's video up, because I'm gonna go up and see my family, because I feel like that's like the what's it called, like the missing puzzle piece to my self-care and recovery few weeks or whatever. I don't really know, like my mood is just, I honestly can't pinpoint it right now. Very volatile, let's just say that. I'm just very, like, yeah, disassociated and not really with it. And like Sam was just like, you just seem a bit like meh, which I am. I'm just a bit like meh. Don't really have my motivation back. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say, like, I'm okay, and to send love to any of you who are in a similar situation. It's okay to not be motivated all the time and not be on top of your game, and I'm actually really glad that I gave myself this break. It's just hard for me because, like, it's hard to find a balance between, like, I don't want to be hiding myself away and like giving into my anxiety. I want to be challenging it, but equally I want to give myself that time to just literally lie in bed and not have to worry about anything, although I do worry about stuff. Oh, another change that's happened. I'm at my wit's end with my skin and my bloating problems and IBS and intolerances and all of that. So I've been doing a lot of research, and I'm basically going to go on, it's not like I thought it was going to be worse than it was. I'm basically going on a gut cleansing diet. I know that sounds really weird, but I just thought I'd mention it in case you're interested, because there are also lots of studies to do with the link between your gut and anxiety. Your gut is so in tune with your mental health. There's so much stuff around your adrenal glands. There's so much stuff out there talking about adrenal glands and all of that. But I just think that all of the problems that I've had going on, like acne, anxiety and bloating, tiredness and all of that, I think they're linked, and I know that my gut is unhealthy. So I've basically now got the help from a professional, and she's made me a meal plan, so I'm not just doing it myself and radically changing my diet. I mean, it's not really radically changing it anyway, to be honest. I'm basically just gonna heal my gut. And if you're interested in hearing about the effects that that's going to have on my mental health and also my skin and whatnot, then let me know and I will try and document it for you, because I am starting it tomorrow. My Tesco delivery comes, and I've also ordered all of these like random health supplements online. It may be a load of shit, but I'm gonna give it a go, because instead of like ingesting chemicals and putting all of these really drying creams on my face, I just thought I'll try and do it naturally and see what happens, because I know that my tummy is not happy, I know that I've had anxiety, I know that my skin is bad. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not saying everyone should do this, but this is what I am doing. This is a choice that I have made. So yeah, I'm sending love to you all. If you've got through this whole video of me rambling, I don't even know what the point of it was, then congrats. Might see you on Thursday, might not. I'll try and keep you updated, because I think I'm gonna re-download Instagram now. But it has been good for me to not scroll through it. Like, people are like, how do you live without it? And I'm like, I'm actually so glad to be off it. And I actually get anxiety about going back onto Instagram. I like being off it, and I like being like, you know, distance from it. Love to you all, and I will hopefully see you soon.